Hello, my name is Donovan Spinoza. So I'll be talking about culture perspectives on disability by Donovan Spinoza Perez. All right, so what is disability and culture? So disability is a condition that involves an impairment of the body or mind, which may lead to activity limitations or restrictions in participation in society. So, people have a hard time getting involved or getting participating in activities. But disability is not only a physical or mental difference, but also about the interaction between the individual and their environment. So, culture, which we believe we have shared beliefs, value norms, traditions, practices, or a group of people. Culture shapes how individuals interpret the world, including how they perceive and respond to disability. So, the one I looked up was Chinese culture perspective. So, in Chinese culture context, disability is deeply influenced by beliefs about wrongdoing or karma and family reputations and roles in society. So, the author argues that in China, traditional culture belief shape how disability is understood, and because of the associated shame, some families keep children with disabilities hidden from the public view. So, the reason why they do that is because they're not like the other kids, and this is karma for stuff they did in the past. So they keep them hidden. So making people with disabilities less visible in public spaces and socially marginalized, especially outside major cities. Also, what I found was that people with disabilities in China are undoubtedly disadvantaged beyond their impairments. So they face cultural, social, structural barriers. Families in rural areas have lower income, so they don't get the same help, and bear greater burdens due to limited state support. So, which, despite laws guaranteeing rights to education, employment, many people with disabilities remain unrepresented in schools, workplaces, and public spaces, with streets, buildings frequently lacking accessibility, especially outside of major cities. So, people who have a disability, they come from a lower income, they have a hard time finding jobs, stuff like that, get help, education, which isn't fair. Physical disability. So, according to PUMed, mobility impairment is defined as inability. So chose three topics. So, the first one is physical disability. So, it's inability or very limited ability to walk a quarter mile. In context, a physical disability refers to limitations in walking, moving around, or using leg and hip muscles related structures, resulting in reduced mobility. So having a hard time walking, having a time moving around. So one thing was a wheelchair. So may be needed for individuals who have conditions that makes walking not possible for them. So in long term or entirely, such as spinal cord injury, severe muscular degenerative disease, lower major limbs, amputations, advanced arthritis affecting mobility, or cerebral palsy affecting the legs. So many individuals who cannot walk or she can only walk very short distance or may rely on a wheelchair. So one of the prime mobility aids when to walk is significantly compromised. So beyond the physical challenges, people with mobility impairments experience greater difficulties in health, coping, social support, showing that physical disabilities affect not only the body but the person itself. A person's ability to engage in activities and participate fully in society, so they have a disadvantage. Hearing disability. So, a hearing disability is also called hearing impairment, refers to particular or total inability to hear sounds or both ears. It can range mild hearing loss to profound deafness, can affect how individuals communicate, learn, interact, and socially. Hearing loss can lead to social isolation, reduced self esteem, mental health challenges if not supported with inclusive communication strategies. Per and community understands are key for inclusion. So, modern technology such as cochlear implants, FM systems, speech to text software, closed captioning has greatly advanced communication overall, quality of life for individuals with disabilities. So, after I finish this video, I will most likely put captions so people who can't hear will be able to understand me. Then we have intellectually developmental disability. So IDD for short. So can result from genetic conditions just like Down syndrome, autism, problems during pregnancy or birth, exposed to toxins or unknown factors. Typically presents as a below average IQ, usually under 70. So, along with the difficulties, daily functioning, social communication, self care. So, intellectually or developmental disability (IDD) is a term that's when there are limits to a person's ability to learn at the expected level and function in a daily life. So, they have a hard time understanding things or doing daily tasks like we usually do. These limitations are present before the individual reach the age of 18 and impact on a person's ability to live independently or take a part in a full activity within society. So people with disability benefit from emotional support, living assistance, advocacy in areas such as education, healthcare, employment. Family involvement is often the strongest predictor of their success and overall well-being. So the reason why I chose this instead of the wheelchair project. So to be honest, I really do not have time. I bet it would have been fun, but I don't have a lot of free time because I got other classes which I'm studying or I have a job. And right now I just had a nephew. My brother just had a kid, so pretty excited about that. But I chose this because it will help me better understand disability and look how other cultures see things. So overall, what I found out is disability is something some people live every day in life, but we shouldn't look down on them. We should encourage them to be better for themselves and help them throughout, society or, communicate with them. It's my opinion, to be honest. I feel like everybody should be treated the same, not just because you have a disability. You may look down on them. This is just so dumb. But yeah. So these are my sources. Yeah. Thank you for coming.